Welcome to the Rural Revival Podcast. I'm your host, Dana Larson. Today we're with Madison Lindsey of the Country Cookie in Newell, South Dakota. Madison is sharing how she stumbled into an unexpected business by making cookies out of her home. And as the word got out, the orders came pouring in and her business soon exploded. She talks about her creativity, learning to scale her business, having boundaries, balancing work and family life, and more. Before we get started, I want to share with you about something exciting that we just released. If you dream of owning a business in a small town, we have created the new Rural Business Opportunity List for you. Through this list, we're connecting entrepreneurs and business owners to help keep small business thriving in our communities. This list includes apprenticeships, business buyouts, and business partnerships that show a proven track record of success and are located in small towns across rural America with populations under 15,000. Our goal is to connect current business owners with future business owners, and we hope you find what you're looking for in the opportunities listed here. Check out our website at ruralrevival.co for more. And now, here we go with Madison Lindsey. All right, well, we're here today with Madison Lindsey of the Country Cookie in Newell, South Dakota. Madison, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Well, tell us about you. Did you grow up here in the area?
I did not originally. I grew up in Texas and moved here in 2011. So I've been here for 10 years.
Wow. Yeah. Has it gone fast?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it feels like it has.
Yeah, good. Did you ever picture yourself living in South Dakota?
No. I just assumed, born and raised in Texas, family's there, I would be there for forever. And I don't think anybody in my family envisioned me moving 1,000 miles away, but here we are. Yeah.
Well, you live on a beautiful ranch out here.
Thank you.
It's gorgeous. You actually can kind of see the Black Hills in the distance.
Yes, we get a good view. Bear Butte and the Black Hills, and it's a good spot to be.
Absolutely. So your background is actually in teaching.
It is, yes. Yep, I taught 3 years total before I got pregnant and stayed home. So special education and then 5th grade. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So have you always loved to bake?
I would say I was always in the kitchen doing something, baking, cooking, whatever. It was always fun for me. Never envisioned that I'd be baking for, my job or living.
Right.
But yeah, it just kind of snowballed into that. But yeah, I have always loved to bake and cook and be in the kitchen for sure.
Wow. So how did your cookie business start?
So in 2000, what was it? 2 years ago. Now I'm blank.
19.
Thank you. 2019. One of those 2 years ago. I was hosting a baby shower, and was decided that I would bake the cookies for it and the cake too, which is another story. But so I was like, I'm going to do this, and started practicing and going through different recipes and trying out different things. And finally, worked on it for months and months and months. And then baby shower came up, made those for the baby shower. And I have lots of great friends and family who are really nice and said, you should do this. These are so great. And looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they said that. But so it kind of started from there. They told me I should, and I kind of blew them off. And then a few months later, I was up, just couldn't sleep, mom life. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make a little Facebook page, and if I get, nothing, who cares? It'll just be something fun for me to do. It was fun. And so the Country Cookie was born at midnight randomly. And the very following week, a friend that was at the shower ordered cookies. And then that was September, and then holidays were coming up, and it just took off. And I was starting to book up weeks in advance. And then pretty soon it was full blown, as much as I could take on.
Wow.
It was crazy.
And did you have to start telling people no?
Yeah, which I'm not good at. Really not good at.
Wow.
I've gotten better simply because I know, I can't, this week was one that I should have said no to a lot of people. And I still am not great at it. But yeah, so with the kids and things, I had to figure out And I was doing it out of my home kitchen before we built on. So it was like, there is only so much I can feasibly do in a week. So yeah, it was that's still hard for me though.
Oh my goodness. So when you first started, did you promote it or was it just kind of word of mouth?
It was mostly word of mouth, which was like really amazing how quickly it traveled. But I guess, you take them to a party or wherever you're going to, and there's people there. So that was like very easy advertising to get it out, is that, just friends of friends. And so, yeah, it really was just word of mouth basically. So
wow.
It was crazy.
I mean, that is one of the great things about small towns.
Yes.
Word travels real fast.
Yes. Yeah, real fast.
So how did you adjust as your volume kept growing and growing, and kind of how did your business progress?
So, I wasn't, or I am, I guess I'm kind of now, but I wasn't like super, like I want to be here in 2 months. I mean, it just kind of flowed naturally on its own, and there was lots of growing pains along the way. But the first part was transitioning out of my home kitchen up into my own space, which the amount that I do now would be overwhelming and very stressful to have it down here in my kitchen. So that was kind of the first, when my husband and I both realized, like, this is not slowing down, and this is actually, like, you've actually created a business. It kind of didn't seem like that at first, but it was like, okay, well, now we've got to figure out, how are you going to maintain or scale or whatever. And luckily he's super supportive. And so I just call it a God thing because it doesn't make sense, like, why it all worked out the way it did. We had the garage already planned with a loft space, and that loft space is really long. So we were like, you know what? We can just cut it in half and have half to be my cookie room and half like a living area for the kids to play, guests, whatever. And so once it went there, it was like, oh, I have a space, I have room. It's not around the kids 24/7. And so then I was able to really produce more and have like a schedule type of routine thing.
Yeah.
And that really helped me get to where we are now with lots more than I ever thought I'd be doing in a week.
Amazing. And you do have to find that balance because you do have a family, and you want to be able to separate work from that.
Yeah, for sure. And my little guy, he is 3 turning 4 in October. So he was like 2 when I started this. And so just, how a little toddler is and everywhere and in your space, it's so nice to have it separated and have a family time and then work time too.
Yes, that's good. So how is your family involved in the business?
It's funny because I don't think my kids really understood, like, mommy makes cookies and gets paid for them.
Oh, sure.
It was just like, mom just makes cookies.
Yeah.
And so, like, I really had to, like, break it down, like, no, this is my job. And when you're at school, like, I'm going to work. And I've, like, talked to them, like, most kids' dads are at a, away from the house job, mom's away from the house job, and you would be at daycare. And so, like, during, like, weekdays, like, I had to explain to them, like, listen, mommy has to get some stuff done during the week while you're here, And so they're better now. They kind of understand, oh, people pay you money to make their cookies. And now they've gotten older, like, they just get it. And even, like, my middle guy, Bo, he'll just say, what do we have tomorrow? And I'm like, it's a Wednesday. Oh, so you're going to do cookies and then I'll go to school? Yes. So they understand now that it is a job that I just luckily get to do from home.
Yeah.
But they're really actually very understanding now.
But what a neat thing for them to get to see and learn from as they grow up.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I'm like, what kids, I mean, how blessed they are that they have dad who they get to go do ranch things with around the house, and me here home with them. So
yeah,
I hope they think that they're really blessed when they get older and see how they grew up. But I just feel like it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you also, I just learned, teach cookie classes.
Yes.
At the barn at Aspen Acres and maybe other places too. But.
I've done a couple other places. But yeah, the barn, Tia was kind of who even got me started in teaching classes.
Wow.
Yeah, she reached out, I guess, last fall and just said, we do events. Would you ever want to teach a cookie class? And I said yes, because that's how I am. I just say yes, and then I figure it out. And so the first one that we did, like, it sold out, 40 people. I was shocked, overwhelmed, very nervous, but I had a teaching background, so I do love to teach.
Yes.
And that kind of got me back in that like teacher mode and getting to share what I love. And everybody had a great time and they wanted to come back. And so, yeah, I get to go and sit with whoever wants to come and show them how to decorate cookies.
Amazing. I love how that kind of came full circle for you.
It was.
Teaching.
It totally was. Yeah. I love teaching, but also I knew I wanted to be home with my kids. So it was a neat way to get back into like interacting in a teacher type of a way with people.
Well, in addition to that, you're an amazing artist because you would have to be to decorate cookies as beautiful as yours are.
Thank you.
So was that something you always knew you had, or did you just kind of be like, oh, wow, this, is a new thing I can do?
I think a little of both.
Yeah.
I was always like building and creating things when I was younger, like constantly.
Yeah.
Like creating. But like the artistry side, like the painting and things like that, I'd say definitely came from like more practicing on the cookies.
Yeah.
I just never envisioned myself as like a good artist or, whatever. And now I'm like, okay, I can do this and what's in my head is going to turn out okay on the cookie. Like it's not totally terrifying now. And it's weird how my brain is kind of like the way that I think is more in like terms of, what layer needs to come next and that sort of thing. It's kind of crazy if somebody asked me to cookie something, like my brain automatically starts thinking like, what order would I do this in? What technique would I use? That sort of thing. It's kind of weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they're amazing. And we're going to put some pictures up and you'll have to go check out her Instagram too, everyone listening, because literally amazing.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. So is it always sugar cookies?
Sugar cookie based, yes.
Okay.
But I have 5 or 6 different flavors. So like the one that I make all the time is vanilla almond. But there's a pumpkin spice, cookies and cream, chocolate chip, strawberry lemonade, and I feel like I'm forgetting one. But yeah, so you can get different flavors, but they need to be like no spread so that, you can decorate on them without having a blob.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You don't want your shape to change in the
right.
oven.
They need to be flat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like if someone places an order, can they do anything custom or do you have like parameters?
No, I pretty much leave it wide open.
Wow.
And I am so lucky that most of my customers say, here's the theme, do whatever you want. So they really don't know what they're getting until they see them, which is like kind of terrifying for me, but kind of like also very awesome because I'm open to just do whatever comes into my mind, basically.
Yeah.
And honestly, I tell people, you're going to get like a much higher quality set if you just say, here's the theme, here's the colors, or here's the invitation, just do it.
Yeah.
That I have my ideas, like from the moment I get that order come in, they just explode. And so I prefer to have freedom. If somebody's very specific on a set, it almost just like, it's
so
like,
much pressure.
Yeah, it's so hard to like, okay, I have to stay within exactly what they want because I've been spoiled with getting to do
having freedom.
Yeah.
So how long does it take to decorate your average cookie?
If it's just a basic design, not counting like the baking time or anything, but I would say anywhere from like probably 5 to 10 minutes max-ish, unless it's like insanely detailed.
Yeah.
Like I'm working on some Paw Patrols right now.
Oh, wow.
And the characters are very difficult and very time consuming.
Yeah.
And so then it gets into being quite a bit more time just because of how many steps they take to create. But
wow.
Yeah.
And all the different colors too, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah. Lots of mixing frosting.
Oh. Let's see. Well, what are some of the biggest things you've learned as a business owner throughout this journey?
Oh, okay. I don't feel, how do I put this? It is a business, and I recognize that now, but it didn't start out feeling that way almost. I truly love it. Like, I feel like this is exactly what I was supposed to be doing at this time of my life. And so to have that joy, I wish every business owner or, entrepreneur or whatever, gets, because I totally understand, like, if you're doing what you love, it's not going to feel like a job every day. Yeah. And it doesn't. Yes, I get stressed, and yes, there's headaches that come along with it. But for the most part, because I do love it so much, like, that's such a huge thing. Also, having boundaries, saying no, even though I know that the second I send back that no, I'm like disappointing them. And most people have been so sweet about it, but I do have the ones that get upset, and I get it. I get why you're upset. And I've grown a lot tougher skin, I guess, as a business owner. Yeah. Of just like, if I say yes, then my kids and my family suffer. Mm-hmm. And so that growing that tougher skin and just being like, no, you have to have boundaries. It's okay to say no. That has been huge. And I've also, like, through that, there's a few other cookiers in the area that I've gotten to know. And so now I'm just like, you know what? I'll refer them to y'all, and there is plenty to go around. So community and that sort of thing has been huge as a business owner too.
I love that. I love it that when we can support each other.
Yes.
And have that mindset that there is enough for everybody to go around.
Yeah. There's plenty. If I'm having to say no, I should have no problem sharing customers or anything like that. Yeah.
So good. What's been the biggest surprise about this business?
I think the amount of, like, love I've received from it. Like, people have really come out from, like, everywhere and just been super supportive. And it's really fun to see, their reactions, and it's kind of funny. Like, they're, oh my gosh, you're the cookie lady. Like, it's so funny. Like, when they realize who I am and stuff. Yeah. And so that's just been fun I've met so many people, more than I did teaching or anything, just through this. And so that's been really, really fun.
Oh yeah. What would you say to other entrepreneurs out there to encourage them in what they're doing?
Man, my, like, mindset has always been just go for it.
Yeah.
I seriously did not put, I didn't have a business outline. I didn't have this is how you need to set it up, and this is how much money you need to spend each month. And I just went for it. I just was like, if it works, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I understand, like, this isn't our main source of income. So I had that flexibility, and right. I get that some people don't. Mm-hmm. But you're never going to know. I mean, what you have or what you're creating or, what your idea is, people could really get behind you and love it, but you have to put yourself out there.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you love about rural life and living out in the country and in the small town?
Honestly, so I grew up in a small town, not this small, but small. And as a, like, teenager, I remember that I can't wait to get away and, like, see the world. And I don't know how my parents stayed in a small town, that sort of a feeling. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I could not live anywhere else. Mm-hmm. Like, my kids, when I'm working, they can go outside and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to worry about them. They know they're independent. They're around, and driving to school. Like, I know the teachers. I know their bus driver. Their bus driver texts me. Like, I mean, it's so different from everything you see from the outside world. Yep. Like, I know people really care about our family. I know if something happened, I have a whole list of people I could call that would be here in a heartbeat to do whatever we needed. And that is something that I think is, like, so valuable.
Yeah. What excites you most about the future of rural America?
Man, I do feel like America is almost, like, shifting of people want to go back to, like, the small town, rural lifestyle. Uh-huh. I mean, people are moving here from, like, California. We had some new people move in, and it's crazy to see. I mean, I feel like rural America's values are becoming more important than maybe they were, and then they kind of got lost, and now they're coming back, which I think is, I think as a rural person, like I think we have some of the greatest values that you could have. And I hope that is coming around to everybody else too.
Yeah.
That is starting to take off.
I think the rest of the world is starting to see the value in what we saw value in all along.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, how do you, outside of cookies and your family, how are you involved on the ranch here?
Pretty much anything my husband asks me to do, I have to do. It's funny because same thing, grew up small town, but not really like ranch family. And so, yeah, I have learned in my 10 years here of doing things that I never thought I would do between like calving, and we calve heifers in the barn, and I'm on the night check too. And, you know, if something happens, like you take care of it. And so farming, I mean, I drive the tractor, we cut hay, we do all of that stuff. Basically anything. I mean, I'm pretty involved in pretty much all of it, I would say.
Yeah.
He's better now about letting me know the schedule because he knows like I
have to plan
like,
around
I
it.
need to know when we're doing stuff so that I can make sure I'm not busy. But yeah, so anything ranch related, kind of right in the middle of it.
Love it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Well, what's next for you?
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, more cookies, I guess. On my like very next thing is like holidays, which are huge,
coming right up.
Yeah, so planning all of that and markets and things like that. But yeah, I'm really like at a good place and content with where I'm at, and it works for right now. Like I don't, getting into like farther and bigger things as far as it goes right now. Like it's a good balance between having time to help on the ranch and running cookies. So it's good.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, how do we follow along with you?
I have a website. I have Instagram. The website is www.thecountrycookie.net. Instagram is the.country.cookie. And there's also a Facebook page.
Perfect. Well, we will link to that in the show notes.
Awesome.
Everybody go check it out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Yeah. That was super fun.
Well, what a fun story. I love how Madison stumbled into this business that is now giving her so much joy, and so many other people get to enjoy it too. And I was amazed to learn the time that it takes to decorate each cookie. She definitely has a lot of patience. Be sure to check out her socials and go see her incredible designs and creativity in her cookies. We have links to all of that in the show notes. Huge thanks to Madison for being on the podcast, and thanks to you for tuning in. Have a great day, everybody.